All right. Hey, what's going on, party people? Well, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer, and technically, as a spiritual healer, I help other people to heal themselves, pretty much. And the way that I go about doing that is by showing them, you know, who they are. They're by giving them their anatomy. Do you see what I'm saying? So then you know how to, navigate through certain things. But pretty much, it's giving you a description of the person that you are, to understand a different aspect of you. That's how you becoming to term. You are becoming self-aware, and that's what awareness, consciousness is about. And it's being done on so different levels, and you keep transcending. And that's pretty much, in a nutshell. I mean, more like on a more profound tip, but in the most simplified ways. I mean, simplifies ways too. It's like, you know, um, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It all comes down to self awareness. That's what is. Anything else, I mean, you're falling short. But anyway, um, and the falling short part is why you need to be healed. That's where the healing comes in. That's when you know what I'm saying? That's 911. We're emergency down here, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard a few things. I heard noises down here. So I had to, come in and put a couple things in order. And that's what our ancestors had, I mean, pretty much been doing, giving us that structure in terms of the sacred texts, giving us clues. Those clues are pretty much what's shaping you. They are guiding you. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what you do with your guides too, but that will be on a whole different level. And that's when you truly get to understand and take and see this for exactly what it is. So they come to help you because, you're not looking with your eyes, your true eyes. Or at least we are trying, or we have reached certain level, but they're still going to guide us. You know what I'm saying? The more you open up your eyes, the more you allow somebody else to guide you. Because you see things a little bit better now. If they got the light, that's why, we go, like, I never go against my guides, man. I mean, if you see better, nigga, how can I go against that? I mean, I talk my shit. But at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, nigga. That's why I came here, right? Otherwise, how would you be my guide? But the low frustration, you know what I'm saying, like going through the different stages. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why you got to stay on your beauty at all times. Oh, it's required down here. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, too, man, I gotta, if you're coming back, come on now, I gotta shout you out. Come on, motherfuckers. I got you, man. And thank you for coming back. Get a plate, all right? You know what I'm saying? Get ready. So, this is what this whole thing is about, that consciousness, right? But what I'm going to be talking about tonight, guys, it's like I'm glad I'm already in that kind of space because now I could definitely take it there. And that's where I want to take it to. Like trying to break down the true meaning of meditation. But first, let's dance around, baby. Let's dance. All right? Albert Einstein said this shit, and that shit was fire. He said, you can't solve a problem with the same state of mind that created it. That shit is on. That shit is everything. He gave you the anatomy of us being spirit. In other words, what he's truly saying is you are your problem and you are also your solution. You are the answer to your problem. It's the same kind of like the only way for you to get there, you got to know how to get there. How do you get there if you don't know how to get there? But the only way for you to get there, you got to know how to get there. Yeah, it's that type of shit. So this is showing you, you know, you are everything. Again, that self recognition, the process of that. Those are clues. You know, certain clues, gems, clues. I mean, clues just so, you know what I'm saying? You don't stay too far behind and get loose and shit. And even getting the clues, that's where you have to work on yourself. You have to open up. You know, like, and technically that's exactly what that is. In other words, it's like if you created a problem, now for you to solve it, you got to come out of that state of mind. Because if you would have had that state of mind before, you wouldn't even create that problem. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm showing you the interaction between the higher self, the lower self, but most importantly, your spirituality down here. This is all spirit. You know, oh, we're taking attendance. Oh, we're taking attendance here, man. So that process of that different, that little bit, that aha moment, that enlightenment, that intuition, that hunch, that little thing. That's what meditation does for you. And by you relaxing yourself, being open, receptive, meaning you are expanding your consciousness. That's why books, and again, you guys have to understand the science of ignorance. That's the key. In other words, you got to master the the darkness before you could get to the light. You know what? I'm going to leave it at that. That's exactly what it is. You got to master the darkness, the dark first, before you get to the light. And mastering the darkness is the understanding or having a profound understanding of the science of ignorance. Because if you don't, I'll give you a perfect example. When you're toxic, you don't know that you're toxic. Until you get to see things a little bit better, i.e., you got a better understanding, a higher state of consciousness. So now you're like, oh, I used to be this, I used to be that. That is the understanding behind. You cannot solve the problem with the same state of mind that created that. This nigga, that shit is, listen, he was talking that shit. Or at least I tap into it that way. To be fair. I almost removed myself out of the fucking equation. I gotta be fair. Nigga, mwah. You know I'm never gonna shit, nigga. You wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Could be. It could be all of that. I mean, it's definitely that, because this nigga gonna get his. Always. A lot of people listen to it. But what this is also telling you is that you are the answer. So that's why when you go through meditation, that's what you go get. The answer that you already have. That's why books is bullshit. Your way, the only way for you to become conscious is going to have to be through a higher state of consciousness, to becoming aware. How do you become aware? Those aha shit. When you concentrate on certain shit, you are expanding your mind. That's why you got to have a question before you start to meditate. That's what they tell you, right? They're saying that shit to you for a fucking reason. You have the question, then you go look for it. You are meditating on it. You are focusing on it. You're looking to see different aspect of it. And that's what the solution is. That's why the solution is a problem. The problem is a solution. Doesn't fucking matter. There's no solution without a problem. How do you want it? Lucifer, Satan. How do you want it? The constant relationship between the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, however the fuck you want to put it, that constant duality that is in fucking harmony, that ma'at. We are surrounded by ma'at. And that harmony, in tantric they call it sex. There's a whole bunch of fucking orgies around you. But the sex they're referring to is that connection, that harmony. Because when you have sex, what you're truly doing is the dick that goes inside of a pussy. They come together. Which is symbolic. It's a symbolical, like we are, that's what the sacred geometry is telling you. That everything you do is symbolic. But then they use they'll show numbers or whatever the fuck. It's all energies. It's just different perspective. But what the motherfucker's really talking about is energy, man. This is a fucking energy field, baby. You dig? You have to become the great farmer. You got to work with the seasons. All of that is energy field. You're surrounded by shit, nigga. Your humanity is your spirituality. Because what you're really showcasing is your divinity. That's why the less divine you are down here, the more brutal you are. That's why when you become fully conscious, you become a great human being. You truly forgive motherfuckers. You truly love niggas. You open up to motherfuckers. You forgiving niggas. You accepting niggas. You know what I'm saying? Pull your pants up, motherfucker. But you still love the nigga though. Ain't no judgment on this side, man. That's what you're calling the old soul. That's why we came here to put shit in order, baby. I gotta give you that grandpa talk. Come sit down, man. Sit down over here. Sit sit your ass down. I gotta talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Start showing you the stars, man. Giving you the story under like a fucking moon, under the moonlight. Mm-hmm. Ow! You're surrounded by wolves, man. Have no fear, though. I got you. Shit, listen. If you can embody all of that. But anyway, it's important for you to master. Like your true transformation, it doesn't happen with books. That's why books mean nothing. But it means everything at the same time. But the everything part is you validating the book. Meaning, what the book is giving you is knowledge. Now, your understanding, that's why you're always going to need a teacher. Because the teacher, it's not about learning how to read or write, and then you don't need, like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? I could tell you there has been books that I've read 5 years ago that I thought I understood, and when I went back now and look at them, it's a whole different perspective. Some shit that I didn't fucking there were other books too that I didn't even fucking understand at all. So people would tell you you're not ready for it, meaning you don't have the consciousness, the understanding for it. So it's not the book, it's you. But that understanding is not going to be triggered automatically by fucking books. Because you validating the book. So not even automatically, it means nothing. It's like, how do you give a mirror to a blind man and you tell him to look at yourself? The person's already blind. What is there for them to look at? I'll give you a mirror if you can see yourself. I'll give you a mirror if you can see yourself. Then when I know you can see yourself, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ballgame. So the purpose of meditation, that shit is crazy. But now you also got to understand, there's different type of meditation too. What people are now calling downloads, like in my case, I've been getting like a motherfucker. And especially around the season 2, this is the time. You know what I'm saying? The dead are walking among us. As always. You know what I'm saying? But there's definitely something happening. I know for me personally, like the past couple of days, man, I've been partying on that side. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yo, there's a big fucking party that these niggas are throwing. Real shit. Certain things are just, if you know, you know. But that other side, man, I fuck with it. My connection with that other side is insane too, man. That's what makes you cosmic, right? When you understand, like you become part of the universe. That's what the transcendence is. Now you still maintain your individuality, of course. It's like that is the Son in the Father. And while the Father's doing what the Father's doing, the Son is doing what it's doing, and still, you know what I'm saying, looking at the Father. Yo, these shits are niggas. Come on now, y'all playing. You know, I gotta give you that you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm your healer. Do you see what I'm saying? I know what I was doing. This is not a fucking accident, nigga. I've been putting the fucking pieces together. Oh, I shit. I figured it out. Oh well, I mean mainly, you know, but it's still gonna be, you know, that's part of the fucking adventure too. And that's when I gotta surrender to the Most High as well, respectfully. Do you see what I'm saying? That interaction, that communion is holy, baby. That's a holy communion. Listen, y'all, listen, man. When you go beyond what you're looking at, it's a pot. It's a mine of gold. That's how you transcend, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Paradise is right here, baby. I'm in it. The fuck? I'm in it. But we're talking about levels too here. Again, it's not what you see, it's how you're looking at it. A lot of you guys are looking at it sideways, baby, and that shit's right in front of you. You're cheating yourself. Granted, I get it. That's what this world of illusion is. You know, but also that's why this is for the strongs. Yeah, this is for the strongs, man. Another way of saying this is for the initiates, for the livings. It's all the same things. They're just speaking in different languages and different, and that's the beauty of that too for me. Because, you know, as a Haitian nigga, right? You know, I had to go through what is called like a culture shock. And that simply means, you know, my ways of looking at things, and then being that I'm now part of the society, I got to see it from their lenses. So the shock comes in because now it's that transition, pretty much. The shock is the transition. That's what I'm like, oh, that's what these niggas are doing over here. That transition, that's when I get to peak. Like, oh, that's what they doing? Why are they doing that? That's how they, oh, okay. That's what they mean when they do this? Oh, they tripping. I'm like, what? These niggas are tripping. You feel me? So now I'm glad I was able to see what's going on. Now I could tell them. I could talk to them too. You know, I could talk to them too. And that's what we're here to do. Come on, man. Like, I'm just, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm flexing without flexing, baby. You feel me? You feel me? It's like, come on, man. Like, you know, listen, this is my certification. I'm giving you my certification. You know what I'm saying? The validation comes from the above, man. Do you see what I'm saying? This is stamped, baby. This is different. It speaks for itself. How do you want it? It speaks for itself. So I'm wilding. And it's that feeling too. You know you wilding, you enjoying the wilding, and you wilding even while like going through the whole shit. Now you tell me what side I look better on. You know what I'm saying? I had to show you multiple facets or facade of what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Spirit is here, man. Thus, we go by the name L'Esprit. You know, so, you know, this is pretty much for a little bit of clarification. to let niggas know, you know what I'm saying, what this is. You know, because I don't really talk about me, but, you know, even though I've been talking about me. But this time, you know, I got to be a little more direct. You feel me? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We fought in the war. We're veterans, baby. You feel me? We're veterans over here. Oh, certified. But you probably didn't know, though. It's all good. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know, nigga. Nigga, you didn't know. You could do all you want, jump up and down, nigga. You just didn't know, bro. Then when you come to that realization, then you understand now. You cannot. You gotta get in a different state of mind, and that's what the meditations allow you to do. By you relaxing, you having a point, that concentration now, you are piercing into something. And guess what, man? You know, you're gonna come out. You're gonna come out of it, baby. That's why. That's the constant relationship of the darkness and the light. Another way of saying this is harmony, ma'at, balance, the mind and the body. That's what we're talking about. That's truly what it comes down to. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of us are pretty much one-sided because our reality is just, you know, the job, the wifey, the hubby, you know what I'm saying? A good fucking insurance, vote. All that's dope. But how about the other side, though? And when you somehow combine the two together, like you are literally you are, you know, you've been actualized. And that's what you become spiritual. You have activated your spirit. Now you become in harmony. Now your interaction in this world is going to be different. It's like you see everything. That's what being in this world, but not of it, means. You see everything. It's like, yeah, but nay. Balance, nigga. Like, that's like, you never hear, like, when people tell you, let's just agree to disagree. That's what that shit is. We agree to disagree, nigga. But that type of understanding, that's what acceptance is about. That's what a higher state of consciousness is about. That's what ma'at, harmony, is about. I understand you. I get your point. You get my point. We disagree, and it's okay. So it ain't like this is bigger, this is higher. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the body. You know what I'm saying? Fuck humanity. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, 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 fuck. You're fucking too much. Relax. A whole bunch of fucking going on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Relax, relax, relax. Positive, man. Relax. So, we're saying all of that to say, you know, it comes with a state of mind. Again, that comes out of you again. That's why you are the answer to you. You know, that's why it's like the whole Buddha shit when he went in the middle of the forest to meditate. Because they're showing you true elevation, true enlightenment is your understanding. And you get that, you know, like by having a different state of mind. And that's what meditation does for you. It elevates you. You think about something like a problem, a couple days later, you may have a hunch, You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's all around you. It's really telling you about your own nature. Yourself is telling on yourself. That's how powerful you are. You telling on yourself, you don't even know it. And that's what we all had to go through. Like I had to understand that I was telling on myself. I told on myself so much. It's like, nigga, when I really got to catch this nigga, it's like, come on, all right, dog, I see you, I see you, I see, all right, all right. And that's what niggas mean to tell you. That's what, when you hear a nigga tell you, yo, I was that nigga, even when I was a little nigga, that's what they talking about. It's all spiritual, bro. Meaning, there is an energy that he always had been. Like a winner is gonna be a winner wherever the fuck you put him. If you a champ, listen, nigga, you champ everywhere. You hear me? So, in other words, they're trying to tell you I was always a champ, even though fucking, you know what I'm saying? You were always that best nigga. 50 Cent, even before that nigga become a billionaire or whatever the fuck his status is, he was getting money from the streets already. So what I'm trying to say is, this nigga didn't become smart just now. This nigga was a smart nigga in everything that he was doing. Nigga didn't wake up and just, nah. That's why a lot of these niggas in hip hop, these niggas were already getting money. These niggas were smart niggas already. Then they got smarter and making smarter moves. That's all they did. They just got smarter. You're looking at the shit wrong, nigga. You're looking at it sideways. Stop playing. That's why when I'm stepping in the game, I see it for what it is. Fuck. I know. Okay. Ain't no. Showing up with my Haitian swag up in this bitch, man. What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? So this is how profound, you cannot solve a problem with the same state of mind that created the problem. So I'm trying to take you back to this and to the conclusion how we get here. And that's meditation like a motherfucker. See, this is the understanding aspect of it. This is me interacting with myself as well. Can you see the perfect harmony here? Can you feel the connection at least? I can feel it. I could dig it too. All that. So, your humanity, my nigga, is your spirituality right here. You know what I'm saying? Because then, when you come out of this body, then you already knew it was just a body. You already knew exactly what it is. You get to see it for what it is. That's why it doesn't matter. You're still God. Or you're not. Well, God is God, nigga. He does whatever the fuck he pleases. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's when you take a seat among the elders. And I've always wanted, listen, I always used to eardrop. Like, I got to know what they talking about. It's kind of like I always never really mind my business, but their business was my business. Because I was always looking for that higher state of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always love wisdom. Oh, this is not a fucking accident here. At least I'm not. I know I'm not, nigga. I'm here on purpose. But you have to, you know what I'm saying, like get into that kind of, that state of consciousness. Then, you get to be in alignment with exactly who you are. Then, if you know, you know. And you should know. That's the only way for you to know. So I'm saying all of that to say you are, I mean, not just that. I mean, there's a lot I was saying. We're just going to redirect that to you are the problem and you are your answer. Now, the way you go about attaining your answer, first you have to master the science of ignorance. That's when you got to do your shadow work. That's what they're talking about, doing your shadow work. The dark side of you, the wounded child that you did not acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, you know what I'm saying, you were raped, now you can't trust no nigga. Those are your wounded child. This is another way of saying too. Now, this is also your shadow self at work. When you call somebody, yo, that bitch is a witch, what you're truly saying is you understand like the spirit that they embodied. So your shadow at this point, had embodied you, but you're not aware of it. So you don't want to get hurt anymore. The type of shit they're showing you in Venom, that fucking movie. The whole Mandolin shit. That's what the whole shit is all about. I'm gonna leave that part alone though, because that's a whole different conversation. It seems like I tapped into it, but anyway. So now, you're just delving into different aspect of yourself. But most importantly, to get back to what I was talking about, when it comes to different aspect of yourself, then we're talking about understanding the science of ignorance. It's all part of you. Satan, Lucifer. That's us. And we got to come together with that. Once you do, that's when your heart becomes as light as a feather. Now you have become Ma'at. You become the harmony. You've become fully awakened. You became the Buddha. So I love the fact that the Buddha, they show you is through meditation you get enlightenment. Not through the sacred fucking scrolls, your books. That's a fucking intellectual approach to it. And you're always going to fall short. In fact, the reason why you even approach it that way, you have already fallen short. Because you didn't see the full picture. That's why, again, you validate the book doesn't validate you. But if you approaching spirituality with a scholarship perspective, then at this point, the scrolls, that's what you go by. Well, what you're truly doing, not necessarily tapping into a higher state of consciousness, but you are sharpening up your intellect, which doesn't matter. which doesn't matter because you haven't seen the bigger picture. And in the meantime, ironically, you're thinking you're going above the intellect. And that's crazy. Well, that's what crazy is. It's all good. Or insanity. But anyway, it is what it is. But there's different levels to it too. But everything happens for a reason as well. Because, especially when I look at the evolution, in consciousness, especially among us niggas, it had gone through different ways. You know what I'm saying? But it's all orchestrated perfectly too. That's what we can call history. Or you could see the evolution of so-called black people, or whatever the fuck it is. It's just different. It's the spirit, those energies that are being translated into events, time, being shaped a certain way, reshaped another way. Then you have your prophet that comes in, or somebody that would come in, shift the whole fucking energy. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're dealing with fucking energy frequencies down here. So I'm over here broadcasting, talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? Mayday, Mayday, motherfucker. Anybody alive? Anybody out there? You know what I'm saying? Hey, where you at, dog? I know it's beautiful. But so meditation is truly the key to your elevation. But by meditation, I'm not talking about sitting down like fucking an Indian style and shit. It goes beyond that. Yes, you could use that way too. But most importantly is, how do you get access when you understand the reason why they're doing that whole shit, so the energy could flow to them like correctly. The fucking mudras, I gotta do something separate about this shit. Is dope too. All that shit is spiritual. That's another shit that's showing you all that gang banging too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a representation of a mentality. Like, again, we are using different symbolics. Our languages are symbols that we're using, packed with wisdom. That's why if you get what I'm saying, or if you resonate with it, there's a light that comes in it, depending on where you at with it. But I'm making noises. Bong. Bong. That's what I'm doing. That's when they tell you too, like, yo, man, if you can't hear it, only the ones who hears it will survive. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus came in the middle of the night while everybody's sleeping, do you see what I'm saying? Jesus came in the middle of the night while everybody's sleeping. Your consciousness, you have to master fucking the science of ignorance. There's no way around that. You can only know that you used to be toxic when you're no longer toxic. So you are the answer. How do you switch that consciousness? Meditation, motherfucker. But not a specific form of meditation. It's whatever gets you on that could get you connected. However the fuck you actually connecting. Yeah. I won't stop. I'm wilding for a second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was an internal shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody wakes up differently. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may have to become a hoe, and then by becoming a hoe, that's how you wake up. Others, you know what I'm saying, a missing family, whatever the fuck it is. However the fuck you got to awaken a different aspect of you. Being born in the projects. I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck it is. Or dumb families. Or dumb mom and you know what I'm saying, that kind of shit. However the fuck. But all of those are tools that would enable you to become the person that you are. It's working for you. You just got to embrace it. And as a spiritual healer, I teach you how to embrace it. In other words, how you become one with it. Because embracing anything, you know what I'm saying, you are embracing it. You're accepting it. You making it part of you. And anytime you master anything, to master anything means you make it your own. It's like just same way I brush my teeth, that's my shit. When I master something else, that's my shit. I do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do this shit in my sleep. When you hear niggas say, yo, nigga, I could do that shit in my sleep, nigga. They mastered it. And sometimes they may not even have to say it, but what I'm truly saying is not everybody that says that means it. But what I'm truly saying is that saying, that's what it means. Do you see what I'm saying? Not who's saying it, but in itself. The fact that it's even being said, it's a reflection of your mental. That is, we are all surrounded by. Oh, this is a mental institution, baby. Welcome. Then you have your different wardens. You better come out free, nigga. Shit, nigga. I'm swanging over here. You feel me? Then that's when people get enslaved by all that shit. But when you get to see the truth, you know it's not against you. It's working for you. Because you are greater than it. Anything you could learn from, no matter, regardless of how bad it is, if it's teaching you something, listen, it means everything. It's something you didn't have before. It's a consciousness that you didn't have. And this is quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't matter how old a motherfucker is. If you don't see shit the right way, you don't see it. It's quality over quantity. Being older doesn't mean you wiser, motherfucker. Bam. What does that tell you? The meditation, the shit you go through, the understanding. Because the purpose of the meditation is to get you a higher state of consciousness, meaning a better understanding. Fuck them books, nigga. Understanding. Until then now you can validate the book. Now you're going to build. Now you're going to be able to see more than what you didn't see. Because us masters too, we write books too, right? We talk to other people as well. We live in clues behind us, right? So we're not saying here, but what I'm saying is you're going to make a better use of that book once you have the understanding. You know what I'm saying? My son is 4 years old. Like, can you imagine me giving him the book that I'm reading? It's still grammar. All right, let's just say the motherfucker's 10 years old. He already knows his grammar. Oh, fuck it. Let's make it 15, 14 years old. Not just because you know how to read and write. You don't need nobody else. Nigga, please. Shit. That's not true. That's why when people go to college, you can see a nigga that go to college, you can see a nigga that's street knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, nigga, fuck your college degree. Because if your degree doesn't allow you to see what I'm seeing, like you don't see it better than me, meaning if you everybody that goes to college should be able to be smarter than the motherfucker who does not go to college. If that's what college is supposed to do for you, but it doesn't do that. So that's why it doesn't matter if you went to college or not. It's true fucking understanding, knowledge. The words got to be made flesh. It has to become visible. You have to translate that unification got to be made. What you're saying in your mouth got to match with your action now. Mind, body, and soul. However the fuck you want to put it, nigga. Isn't that what we're calling a wise motherfucker? A nigga with wisdom? His moves, that comes out of his motherfucking intellect. So they got to become in harmony, baby. And when they do, then that's when you understand your moves are nothing but a reflection of your consciousness. This is for the grown-ups, man. Yeah, there's layers in this bitch. So anyway, we're going to leave it there. You know what I'm saying? So meditation is profound. But there's more than just one, not just the fucking Indian style. When you have, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and speaking of that too, the Buddha sat under a tree. And tree is means knowledge. They used a lot of occultists, uses tree as knowledge because tree goes in different layers, man. There's different levels to it. When you become better as a person, it pretty much infiltrate other aspect of your life. Do you see what I'm saying? Like when you reach a certain state of consciousness, it's being translated in different aspect of your life. So the tree symbolizes that from the roots, which is within, that understanding, that aha, that meditation, that state of consciousness, that awareness from the roots. Now it's spreading itself out in so many different ways. So the Buddha had to sit underneath a motherfucking tree. See, because the consciousness now it's not sitting like, damn, like there's so many different ways I could go with this shit. Let's just keep it simple. I don't even know why I'm talking about the Buddha anyway. But the bottom line, I'm showing you also, those are all clues. And it's nothing but your story. In the idea of waking you up. In the idea of telling you, sir, yeah, this is you, man. Hey, look at you. Hey. Like, nah, that's not me. Nah, fuck that. You done got lost in the sauce. But anyway, with all that being said, meditate, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Meditation over everything. You hear me? I sent brow, Mali.